Dear friends, அடுத்து நம்ம பார்க்க போற டாபிக் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டிவ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் தியரி. Scientific management focuses on jobs of individual workers, whereas administrative management theory concentrates on the administration of the entire organization. This theory is related to the issues of structure and management of organization. Henry Fayol, Luther Gulick, and Max Weber are the major contributors in the field of administrative management theory. According to Fayol, all managers perform basic functions of management. These are planning, organizing, commanding, coordination, and controlling. Besides the five basic management functions, Foyle has also identified principles of management, and these are division of work, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of personnel, and initiative. These principles emphasize chain of command, allocation of authority, order, efficiency, equity, and stability. Max Weber also recognized the importance of these factors. Luther Gulick, another classical theorist, coined the term Bostgorp, Bost, Bostcorp, Bost, Bostgorp, that refers to seven functions of management. These functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. Planning. It involves developing an outline of things that must be accomplished and methods for accomplishing them. Organizing. It establishes the formal structure through which work divisions are arranged and coordinated to implement the plan. Staffing. It involves the function of selecting and training the staff, maintaining the favorable and congenial conditions for the enhancement of professional efficiency of staff. Directing. It includes continuous task of making, communicating, and implementing decisions. Coordinating. It includes all efforts that are needed to bind together the organization in order to achieve a common goal. Reporting. It includes verification of progress through records, research, and inspection. It ensures that things happen according to the planning. Budgeting. It involves all the activities that accompany budgeting, including fiscal planning, accounting, and control. Critical educational administration theory. Critical educational administration theory assumes the existence of both objective and subjective knowledge of an objective and unordered reality. So, it incorporates the methodologies of both the objective and the subjective perspectives. This theory posting the existence of objective reality and the subjective knowledge of reality. Reality is viewed as being in a constant state of change. Because of this change, laws are not sought by the critical theorist. Critical educational administration theory provides a means whereby School leaders can understand and ultimately disent- disentangle 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 themselves from the external and internal forces which impose upon educational practice. As Hoy in the year Hoy HOY 1994 clarified, critical theory attempts to raise people's consciousness about their living and working condition through logic and debate, but in the process, it relies on the generation and analysis of ideologies. Critical theories elaborate the values and practices within schools which maintain the ideological perspective of schools. Topics such as curriculum, teaching, and student issues display the inherent social values in the schooling process. Human relations approach. The human relations approach is considered to have started with a series of studies known as Hawthorne studies that have strongly influenced administrative theory as shown in a flow chart. And the flow chart எப்படி வருதுன்னா the Hawthorne studies, HAWTHORN, Hawthorne, அது Hawthorne studies மூணா பிரியுது. ஒர்க்கிங் ஆஃப் இன்ஃபார்மல் சோசியல் ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு ஒரு பிரான்ச்சு, பே அட்டென்ஷன் டு ஒர்க்கர்னு ஒரு பிரான்ச்சு, ஓப்பன் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஒரு பிரான்ச். இன்க்ரீஸ் ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி, அந்த மூணு சேர்ந்து எங்க போய் முடியுது? இன்க்ரீஸ் ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி, அதுல போய் முடியுது. Mayo and his associates were not only the contributors to the human relations approach, there were a number of strong intellectual currents which influenced the human relations movement during this period. The writings of Jacob Moreno made a substantial contribution to the human relations movement. Like Levin, Moreno was interested to interpersonal relations within groups. He developed a sociometric technique where people have selective affinities for other people. Groups composed of individuals with similar affinities for one another will likely perform better than groups lacking such affective preferences. The major assumptions of the human relations approach include some ideas. They are: employees are motivated by social and psychological needs and by economic incentives. These needs, including but not limited to recognition, belongingness, and security, are more important in determining worker morale and productivity than the physical conditions of the work environment. An individual's perceptions, beliefs, motivations, cognition, responses to frustration, values, and similar factors may affect behavior in the work setting. People in all types of organizations tend to form informal social organizations that work along with the formal organization and can help or hinder management. Informal social groups within the workplace create and enforce their own norms and codes of behavior. Team effort, conflict between groups, group loyalty, communication patterns, and emergent leadership are important concepts for determining individual and group behavior. Employees have higher morale and work harder under supportive management, which lead to increased productivity, communication, power, influence, authority, motivation, and manipulation are all important relationships within an organization. In this approach, field study methods as well as laboratory experiments were used to study the work environment and to understand the employee behavior in the workplace. So with that, we wind up this class. Next class, அடுத்த topic நாம பார்க்கலாம். All the best.